What up, Instagram and YouTube? It's your boy Salty Redcorn, and I'm coming at you live from my Honda Civic. Alright? So today I have another ill-prepared knife review video for you today. I'm going to talk about the massdrop Perpetua. Alright, this knife was released by massdrop, and a friend sent it. It's for sale. I'm going to be playing with it, doing a quick review. The blade steel is Nitro V, right? This is an American-made steel. Very, very good steel. Salty Redcorn is a big fan of Nitro V. I plan to use it in some of my future projects. Stick with me if you're curious, okay? All right, this knife is a thumb stud deployment, but also it's running on like an Axis style lock, made popular by Benchmade, right? We're sporting G10 scales. We have full liners. This knife has got a little bit of heft to it, and I actually like that. This knife feels solid in hand. The action is amazing. The Axis lock, this version of the Axis lock is one of the best. It's easily operated with one finger. You can use your thumb in and out. It's very easy. I prefer to use the knife like this. You might be saying, Salty Redcorn, where's the pivot screw, bro? Well, when my friend sent it to me, he didn't realize it had fallen out. He's got the screw at home, so no need to worry, all right? The screw's going back in. Everything's going to be okay. The knife works great without it, so we're gonna do the review anyways. All right, so some of the things I like about this knife, it's got really good ergonomics. It's lacking a forward finger choil, which I prefer, but it's not 100% necessary. And the more you get into actually using knives and handling knives, you kind of realize that the forward choil isn't necessary for every task, right? Generally, this is a very good grip on a knife, and you can get lots of control like this. This knife has also got, I don't know, whatever it is about this blade, and I'm going to call this an Insingo blade, if I'm saying it right. This reminds me of the Inkosi with the Insingo style blade. If I'm saying it wrong, just tell me in the comments, flame me, whatever. But I like this blade style. I like the belly that you get. I like the swooping tip. Swooping tip allows you to really make nice straight cuts. You want to cut cardboard boxes, you want to cut open your packages and scramble in and get your brand new knife that came. This is a good blade for that. I also think that it works good for food prep, right? Some of you might be saying, I don't know, Salty Redcorn, but for me, I think it's great. This tip allows you to plunge into some vegetables, allows you to plunge into some stuff that you may slide along. Sometimes when you have a very smooth polished edge, you can slide along a tomato and not even cut it, right? This tip changes that, right? If you have that happening, you could tip in, pull it through with a straight cut. This is an excellent cutter. The action is amazing. Let's talk about the pocket clip. Not super stoked on the pocket clip. I prefer a deep carry pocket clip for whatever reason. I'm not trying to conceal anything, but I usually like the way that they sit in my pocket a little bit better. This is lacking that. This also has a pretty lame excuse for a lanyard hole. I know that they could have done better, and you know, I hopefully the next time they do something like this, they're gonna correct that problem, because come on, that's not a good lanyard hole. And the pocket clip is really half thought out. All right, to put it nicely. Some of the finishing on this knife is not top notch. All right, while the blade finish is pretty good, it's definitely a tumbled stone washed finish. Well, I think that's pretty decent. Some of the stuff I'm not really happy about is there's some weird, you're not going to be able to pick this up on camera, but trust me, right around this area in here, there's some chatter marks. Like they were lazy on the grinder, or maybe the knife bounced on the grinder. I mean the clip. Maybe the clip bounced on the grinder. And it's not the end of the world. But when you're buying a knife, fit and finish is definitely a factor, all right? Also, I don't know, the edges on the liners are they're just sharp. They're not really tumbled well. I can tell that they tumbled the liner, but it's just not enough. I really like the standoffs. I think that they look very nice. And the G10 looks extremely cheap to me. This is very, very cheap, bottom of the barrel G10. You know, I think an upgrade for this knife is obviously going to be something like my Garda, or even just a better G10. Now, I know what you're saying, Salty Red Corn. G10 is G10. Well, no, it's not. There's better G10 than this. All right, this is some of the cheapest feeling, cheapest looking G10 that I've held. All right, I really think that they could have done better. All right, but that's not gonna, that doesn't change my opinion of the knife. I think this is a good knife. I think the price is very good on this knife. I think it retailed for $100 on the drop, if I'm not mistaken, maybe less than 100. And so for that, you're getting a very, very solid, very usable knife with American-made steel. And I'm happy about that. That's good. Victory for them, all right? So, but next time around, if this one happens again, I would definitely like to see a few changes, all right? But hey, what does my opinion matter anyways, right? All right, guys, Salty Red Corn. If you like my videos, subscribe. If you don't, have a good life. I love you anyways, all right? Smash the like button and also comment. I'm big on the comments. I want to hear from everybody. I want feedback. I want all that stuff. So don't sleep on me, all right? Give me what I want.